What is up, y'all?
Hi, guys.
Welcome back to another episode of the Talk in the Ring Show. You have your host,
Sabrina, and you have your host.
Harley. And before we introduce our guests, I'm just going to say it now. If you do not know what tomorrow is, then you got to get your mind together. Tomorrow is Sabrina's birthday. So I don't care if you're texting her tonight or midnight, but make sure you're telling this bitch over here happy birthday. Or I will be in your DMs and be like, no, I'm just kidding. But actually, yes.
I'll be in your DMs because I take my birthday very seriously.
Yeah, so make sure you're giving her a warm birthday welcoming. And it feels like we haven't had an episode in forever because last week both our guests canceled on us.
I mean, we had an episode. It was just you and I talking. That's all it was.
It's fine. But Sabrina, want to introduce the guests since
Yes. Today we have a great wrestler. His name is Wonder Boy Brian Morris.
That's all I get. Great wrestler.
Listen. We are not starting.
That's
this already. You know what, guys?
It's fine.
It's a struggle. Let's just.
I want to know how many people. Yeah, there I am.
Title holder.
How many people have you introduced like that? We have a great wrestler today.
Okay, well, usually I know the wrestlers a little bit more before I actually introduce them. But I've only met you maybe once, and it was really to say hey, good match, man. And then it was
and I was like, I know. And then you were like, you want to come on? And I was like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I was like, I would love for you to come on for my birthday because you know what? In the ring, you have a good vibe about you. So I was like, I have to have this guy on our podcast. He seems really intriguing, and he's the best.
There you go. That would if you said the best wrestler, I'd be okay with that. That would be more appropriate for sure.
I mean, maybe next time I'll wear a shirt that says Brian Morris.
Yeah, ProWrestlingTees.com. Go get one. Yeah. Look at my Instagram and all my social media. I appreciate that.
We're gonna just knock this right out of the park.
Okay.
What got you into wrestling?
My friends in elementary school, they all had SmackDown versus Raw 2007, I think, on the Xbox, and they were all playing it, and then I felt left out. So I got it, and then I learned, all the wrestlers through that, and then I guess it was one Friday night on TV, I was just scrolling through channels and saw SmackDown, and I was like, oh, I know those guys. And it was Batista and The Undertaker against Finlay and Mr. Kennedy. That was the first match I ever saw on TV. And then ever since then, I've been a huge fan. But yeah, the video game got me into it, which is pretty weird.
That's funny. He's like, I was jealous, so I just had to get into it.
Yeah. They're all talking about it. I didn't want to be left out,
So if the rest of them jumped off a cliff, would you jump off a cliff too?
Yes. I mean, how high's the cliff? You have to this isn't. I hate that question. Come on, you have to give me specifics.
Exactly. That's what my mom tells me all the time. If your friends jump off a bridge, would you? I'm like, yes, I would.
Depends on who's jumping off. Depends on the friend.
Exactly. Depends on who the friend is and why are we jumping.
Yeah, exactly. Are we running from something? Come on.
Just do it for fun. Cliff jumping. Right. I've done it before, guys. Just to be honest with you. Harley, do you want to?
Who originally trained you?
Who originally trained me? So I was going to college in North Carolina, and I found a wrestling school run by a guy named Jeff Rudd, who used to work for High Spots. I'm not sure if he's there anymore. I should know that. But it was called CWF Mid-Atlantic in Gibsonville, North Carolina. It's where Cameron Grimes came from on NXT. He trained there. So I trained there for about 3 months, and then unfortunately that place went under. So that was tough. Graduated college, moved home right as COVID started. And so after 3 months of training, ever since, I've been at the Monster Factory in Paulsboro, New Jersey. So yeah.
So do you see a difference between the training of where you are now, where it was then?
Yeah, the Monster Factory is that's where you go to be a professional wrestler. That's where you learn how to perform. That's where you learn how to get TV ready. There's a whole, incredibly impressive lineage that have come out of there and done great things in the business. So yeah, I'm extremely proud to be a student there.
No, yeah,
as you should.
I mean, we've heard that name quite a bit Monster Factory. We heard it from Nolan Pierce. We heard it from Luca Brasi. So there were a couple people.
Ugh, don't bring that name.
Ugh, right? All right, we agree on something here. Luca Brasi.
Well, this is the thing. Sorry, SPF. I really don't care. But they signed on to come to our podcast, and the one guy just the day of was like, sorry, I can't make it. Only my partner can. And so, like, I feel a little bit of
hatred
in my soul. Because, like, don't say you're coming on and then just say, oh, just kidding.
Well, the only reason I don't like them is because they beat me in a bunch of matches. But yeah, your reason works too. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
In your matches, to be honest with you.
What'd you say?
I think they cheated in their matches with you because
I don't know. I think we tried to cheat, actually.
They don't have a title at all. Let's just put that out there.
I don't either. I mean, well, I do. I have a singles title, but
right. Okay. Like, you at least have a belt on you. They don't have any kind of belt.
Yes. Before we move on, I just want to clear the air here because we were talking about this before we started recording. We have heat. Like, we need to get this out there. You have me on the podcast, which is great. Okay, that's awesome. But you've also talked to that idiot Andy Header. And next Saturday at AXW, February 18th, right?
Good job. Yep, you know your dates.
Sponsoring Laszlo? What the hell is going on here?
Okay, let's change that because we have to make that clear. Okay. We are not sponsoring Laszlo anymore. We are sponsoring the Golden Era with Goldie and his partner.
Yeah.
Someone took the Laszlo spot, so we decided to move on to the next best thing.
That sucks for them, man. Stuck with that guy now. I thought you were gonna be betting both sides. I thought you were gonna bet or sponsor Goldie and Laszlo and have both sides of our match.
I'll be honest with you. The AXW, the Golden Era was one of my favorites. So, but Laszlo, we just known for a longer time. So, we have heat, but hey, Andy Header he's going to go down. I have this feeling. Sorry,
you're right. He's going to go down. You're exactly right. He's going to go down. Goldie knocked him out last time. Remember that when he was looking up at the lights? Remember?
I do remember because I was rooting for Goldie. Like, let's go, Goldie. Come on.
All right.
My dad started he's like, he cheated by his nut juice because he pulled it out of his pants.
What did he do? He pulled what?
My dad thought he pulled whatever those things are called, the brass
knuckles.
What are you talking about?
You are so delusional if you did not see that. Let's just be honest with you.
What are you talking about?
Goldie
all I saw was
I
went out to the ring. We needed to make sure Goldie was okay. We ran out to the ring. We tried to give him some water. Okay, it's all on film if we can get the footage. And then those cheaters, Bob Evans and Tim Hughes, tried to run us out of town. And while that was happening, I don't know what happened, but Goldie took advantage, got the 3 count, clean as a whistle as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, hey, a win's a win for Goldie.
Right.
So, but her dad is very much he was like, no, boo, boo. I'm over here going, I don't care. Good job for Goldie. Like I said, I root for the heels. So that's just me. But February 18th, I will be booing Brian Morris because we just have to.
We just have to.
Yeah, you have to.
We just have to.
Yeah.
Harley, go on to ask the next question.
If you were to get a call from AEW or WWE, which one would you take?
Oh my God. Both of them. I don't know. It would be a privilege to work anywhere. That's not a thing. I can't answer that. You're putting me on the spot. Somebody from AEW is going to watch.
As we should. Wow. As we should, because they both have different kind of techniques to them. They have both had different kind of ways that they run things. So they're different. So if you had to choose, then pick one.
Whichever called first.
But they're calling out the same
exact. That's a good answer. Come on.
I can't.
That's a good answer.
You know what? I'm just going to say, I think with the way that you wrestle, and I've seen videos of you wrestling because I did my homework before I came on here.
Should. Yeah.
And I think that you'd be a really good fit with AEW.
I'm sure I would.
I mean, Okay, anywhere would be lucky to have you. Let's be honest.
Yes,
But
thank you.
like,
Now we're on the same page. Exactly. That's the answer. They'd both be lucky to have me.
Exactly.
See?
I think
There we
you
go.
would do great against Action Andretti.
Yeah. Yeah. And if I beat him, then I have a win over Jericho, right? That's how it works.
I can't
That's
speak
not
on
how it
this.
works.
I can't speak on
No
this.
matter
subject.
what, Sabrina loves Action Andretti with her whole
Who
entire heart.
doesn't? Who doesn't? Everybody loves that guy.
Not me.
Yeah.
I'll be
Not
honest.
you? Why?
I don't know why she doesn't, but I have liked him since day one of me getting back into wrestling. So I've seen him grow from like not like, you know, just starting out to where he is now, and seeing that progression is just amazing. And so it's like I have to support him because it's like I've known him since day one. But honestly, Harley, that doesn't sound like a bad matchup, to be honest with you, because like we've seen Brian in the ring, we've seen Andretti in the ring, and I honestly personally think that Brian could kick his ass.
I would love to wrestle Action Andretti. That'd be a privilege of mine. But yeah.
Ooh, or Cole Carter.
Oh my gosh. Let's not go there. That man, I think, has her heart more than Andretti.
Okay.
No, I kind of got off that train. I'll be honest with you. I got off that train. I don't know. I go through phases where like but he's too much of a pretty boy. He's more of like that frat boy kind of look. So trying to quit.
Yeah.
But no, what would be like your dream place to have a match, or your dream opponent, dead or alive?
Oh, dream opponent would be Jeff Jarrett. 100%.
Okay.
Love Jeff Jarrett. Dream, oh God. Location? I don't know. Madison Square Garden, I guess, right? That's where everybody wants to go. I've seen too many events there. That'd be awesome to wrestle there. Yeah.
I mean, I personally never been there, but I've seen pictures of it and it looks great.
You've never been there?
Never.
Not even for like a basketball game or something.
No.
Concert, nothing.
No, because I have Hershey Park like an hour away from me, so I just go to the concerts there.
Okay. I'm not gonna. Okay.
I haven't been to the city since before COVID, and I really want to be there, but like it's fine. It's money. It's money, man.
Fine. It's fine.
So someone in the comments said, "Talent alert! Give him some props."
Damn right.
Listen. Let's just put this out there. I will give Brian one compliment today, and that is he was nice and early to our podcast. We didn't have to wait on him. We didn't have to sit here and go, is he ever going to come on? So he's a professional in that aspect, and so I got to give him props for that. So thank you for being on time.
Thank you. Thank you for acknowledging that I was on time.
Well, I had to because, you know, it's the least I could do.
It literally is. Other than your intro, it's the least you could do. You're right.
Watch, tomorrow's intro is going to be so much better than he's going to be like, so I saw the intro.
Who are you interviewing? You're interviewing you're interviewing Luca Mancini, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
I love Luca. He's the best.
I know.
He's going after my title in March. Well, not my title, the title that I threw away. But yeah.
Threw it away.
He says my title.
Yeah. No, that'll be good. You're gonna like know all his accolades and his most recent match and follow him here.
He was from UCW when we did our,
and UCW stands for Undisputed Championship Wrestling. Did you guys know that? Yeah. You guys knew that, right? Okay.
That's it. Thank you. Sabrina does.
Anybody else get that Sabrina works with dementia? So maybe she has dementia too?
I think you do. You should probably get that checked out.
I'm gonna stay away from that one.
Get out of here. No, but he was at UCW. So yeah, I do know some of his recent matches because I had to interview his opponent, Masty. So yeah. But Harley, please please ask him, this kind man, the next question.
If people don't know, do you prefer to be a heel or a face?
I don't know. Heel, for sure.
Okay.
It's a lot more fun. I think you guys can agree. I'm sure you've done your fair share of trying to piss people off and whatnot.
Oh my God.
You know?
Okay. I love pissing people off in the
Yeah.
ring. Like, I'm pretty sure, Harley, I'm going to bring up this one about Jeremy Colbert. Remember at the PPW show? He
Oh
took off
my
his shirt.
God.
So he took off his shirt. And of course, me being myself, I was like, oh my God, put the shirt back on. And the next show, he came and he lost like, what, 20 pounds? And I was like, did I do this?
Hey.
Did I make you like want to lose
did
weight? Like I felt so bad.
Body shamer.
Yeah, that's brutal.
I'm disappointed in you, Sabrina.
That's
Listen.
funny when sometimes like when you want the audience to hate you and then you get in the ring and somebody like talk shit about your body, you're like, oh, that one actually, come on, like, no, don't say that.
Well, like
Yeah.
I said that to one other person and he ended up like throwing his fishnet like shirt at my face. So like I was expecting more of like an attitude from this other guy and
Mhm.
he just looked at me and he goes, I go, oh my God, put a shirt back on. He goes, you know you like it. So like
Good. No, that's the right response for sure. Go for him.
So, I mean, I like to piss the people off in the ring. I like to poke the buttons and see how far I can get before they
Yeah.
actually come back at me with a comeback. Like I
Yeah.
feel like as a heel, like yourself, you have to constantly be like on your toes with comebacks.
Yeah, for sure. I get more
Hence-
nervous about that than I do like the match. I need to have something for everything, you know? Yeah. You can also
Definitely.
just pretend not to hear it, but it's hard like when you're in a smaller crowd and somebody yells and everybody laughs. You can't just ignore it, you know?
Or
Yeah.
you could. That could be like part of your character. Like
That I
whatever.
can't hear people. Oh, okay.
Like Richard.
That doesn't bother you.
It's like, oh, all right, whatever. It's fine.
Oh my God. So if you could have a dream, there we go. Dream opponent AXW.
Dream opponent at AXW. I'm gonna name 3 of them:
Go for it.
Ed House, Laszlo, and Andy Header.
Laszlo's huge.
Because I
Oh my gosh, that's so true.
want to shut those guys up. Did you see Ed House's video that he posted on the AXW account?
I
Can you
did
believe how
not.
bad his singing was? I couldn't. I couldn't. No, I'm really looking forward to shutting everybody up. Everybody's calling us, you know, they talking about how we lost our debut, you know, all that stuff, talking about how Goldie cheated. I mean, you guys just talked about that.
Oh my gosh.
You know, we're
Well,
looking forward to really shutting all the doubters up and proving again that we're the most entertaining team in AXW.
yeah, it's so funny you brought that up because my dad, he's in the chat and he's
Okay.
the one, he was like, Goldie was cheating. He goes, hey ladies, and then he was chanting your name. But if you ask him about Goldie, he'll say he won by digging in his trousers and
with his nut juice. Let's just put that out there. You totally said nut juice.
I can't.
Nut juice. Interesting.
That's how we describe things on our channel. We just come up with like really weird ways to say things.
That's wrestling though, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I guess so. Like it's a different dynamic. Like indie wrestling is definitely, I think that Harley can agree, is better than professional wrestling, especially for me. Because we get to like, oh God, your dad just posted in the chat. I can't
Yeah, Goldie cheated with his nut juice.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. The ref didn't see it. Didn't happen.
Guess it doesn't count.
Doesn't count. He won fair and square.
Oh, thank you. He said I have hair. Thank you. I do have hair. You're right. Thank you.
No, Sabrina's originally bald. She's just wearing a wig.
We're all
Yeah, for
originally bald,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
No, yeah, this hair is a little new for me. But thank you for it. I appreciate it. I am sticking with the dark and I'm not going blonde for a while. It was
All right.
I had to get that out there, okay? Like I keep getting asked on Instagram if I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
all the
blonde. I'm
questions
not
about
going blonde.
your hair. Yeah, you had to
I had to
put
address
an
it.
answer out there. Yeah, yeah.
It's like someone saying that you cheated in your match. You had to put it out there that you didn't cheat.
I didn't cheat.
No, not this time. I don't know about next time.
Come on. We won't cheat. We won't
Sabrina,
cheat.
go ahead. Read what my dad just said. Go ahead.
Everyone saw that nutty stuck. It was disgusting. What? Oh God.
Not everybody. Everybody didn't see it though.
Like
the
the
referee
ref
did
didn't see
not
it?
see it.
Damn ref.
If I don't know what it is either. So
I mean, yeah, we don't. If we had footage, we would totally play it, but that's
yeah,
probably
show me the footage.
copyright. That's probably copyright at this point.
Oh right, that's how you get out of it. Yeah. God, it's copyright. Can't show it. Didn't like what happened. Okay.
Can't get in trouble. We're gonna get copyrighted. But
Listen, at this point, I say screw the copyrights. Play the dang thing. I
I
hear
mean,
it.
you're sponsoring people on the show. You should get the footage.
We should, especially since we're sponsoring Goldie. We have to know what happened last time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, though? I will say I am looking forward to this AXW compared to last time, just because now I know what to expect walking into it and like the wrestlers that are going to be there. Because I was walking in going, I have no idea who any of these wrestlers are. And now we know Goldie. We know his little tag team partner. We know Wonder Boy.
Right. Can we? His name's Wet Brett Waters. Okay, he's the wettest professional wrestler on the planet.
Did you say wettest?
Put some respect on his name, please.
Wait, did you just say wettest?
Yes.
Like, did you
he's
honestly?
Soaking. Yes.
He had no ounce of any kind of
Waters.
He had no kind of like wetness on him when he came out in the ring.
Look him up. Watch AEW Dark. He's been on there a few times.
I don't give a little butthole about AEW Dark. I want to see him in person. If he's really that guy.
You saw him in person. You saw him in person. You're going to see him in person again, and you're going to see him win in person next Saturday.
I don't know, because I saw him lose in person.
What you're talking about? Tough Guy Inc. cheated. I'm not. Come on. Honestly, let's get the footage. Come on.
Right.
You should have the footage because you're one of the wrestlers.
Yeah, that's right. I should have the footage.
Were you even
I had some
there?
good pictures though. That's all that matters. No.
You just forgot for a second.
Hmm?
You just forgot for a second that he was a wrestler, that he was there.
Yeah,
no,
he just
I didn't. No, I would love to see the footage. I'm sure it looks great wherever it is.
Yeah,
I
right.
think I actually have a Snapchat video of it. I just have to go find it.
Yeah, there was a bunch of great fans in the crowd taking videos of it. I was really happy to see that.
I'll look for it after, and if
they're all over Facebook. I've reposted a few of them.
Well, we would love to have the ones on Facebook, but Sabrina doesn't have Facebook, so we're just gonna.
Why?
There's a lot of drama on there, and I just don't do drama.
It's only drama if you add the drama.
I do a lot of Instagram and TikTok and Snapchat. That's all, guys. Sorry.
No drama on there. Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Ralph, we have a comment.
He goes and says, "Get down to Monster Factory, ladies." Guess we're gonna have to.
Yeah, it's a great spot.
I know. Every single time there's a show, everyone's always posting. I'm like, damn. But there's a lot of shows. Me and Sabrina, we wanna.
There's so many shows. So many shows.
Wait, were you gonna ask me something, Harley? Sorry.
Okay, we're starting. We branched out from our home company, so now we're going to other wrestling events in Pennsylvania. So
like Smash Wrestling, AEXW, UCW, MLW. Which I would love to see you on MLW, to be honest.
I would love to see myself on MLW too.
And go against Richard Holiday. Heel against a heel.
That's great. That'd be awesome.
He's one of our friends from PPW, so I'll hit him up afterwards and be like, this needs to happen.
Yeah, I'd appreciate it. Get me booked. That'd be very nice of you.
I don't think I had that much of a pull.
Intro.
But are we still on this crappy intro?
Yeah, I hold grudges.
Oh, great. So does that mean when I see you on Saturday, you're going to just keep going with this shitty intro? Or is that going to be done by then? Okay.
If I hear your sirens from the crowd, I'll definitely call you out for your
I will purposely do it and say it was Sabrina when it was actually me. So then Sabrina could get the hate.
It's fine. I would love to get the hatred because I can give it right back. Your dad's like, oh boy. He does not know what's going on right now.
No. But Sabrina, who other than Richard Holiday and Andretti, who can you see him facing? It could be from PPW, any show. UCW.
I mean, to be honest with you, there's a couple. Like, I think I would love to see him go against Facade, the Neon Ninja. I would love to see him go against, even though he's going to be on our podcast tomorrow, Luca Mancini. I don't know. There's so many. I think that anybody that you come across, you will definitely like mow over. Just because like you have a lot of talent. Yes, another compliment. You're welcome. But no, your dad did not just say that.
Oh, how dare he? Oh my
God. I am offended a little bit.
He said offended. To beat up her little man.
But he's not even a man. He's not a wrestler. He's a manager. Mr. Ruda. Mr. Ruda is his.
Mr. Ruda
is his name.
My dad said Wonder Boy will beat Mr. Ruda's ass.
He probably
will. Right, I will. I don't even know who that is, but yeah.
Ruda's small as hell. He's a really good manager. I don't like.
I've heard of him.
I've never seen him like actually in the ring. I saw him in the ring for like 2 seconds because he got like body slammed. But he's a great manager. I think that he could beat him. I know, God,
he has
get so much hate. I don't think Ruda has potential to beat Wonder Boy.
No, I meant to be in the ring. He has potential, but not necessarily to win. Sorry, Ruda.
Your dad is just coming after Ruda today, and it's the funniest thing to see.
He said he's a short, white, Mr. Clean guy. LOL, no, but Ruda is cool. He's cool. He was our hype man.
Do you actually ever have did you ever have a manager come to the ring with you?
Yeah, all the time. Yeah. I'm part of a fantastic, prestigious group at the Monster Factory called World Renowned. We're managed by the one and only John Alba. Ever heard of him? Emmy Award winner? No. Wrestling journalist? Look him up on Twitter. You'll know exactly who he is. Yes, he's fantastic. He has managed us to tag team championships and a singles title for one of my partners, Chris Desmond. Shout out to him. And he'll manage us to many more championships. So yes, to answer your question, I haven't done your research, but yeah.
I have done my research in like watching your matches. Mm-hmm. However, I usually skip the entrance parts.
That's the best part. That's when the camera's closest to me.
Yes, because I totally want to be seeing this much of you.
Why are you so mean?
No, because he's giving it right back to me.
Damn. This is like fun for me because I don't have to say much. You two are just going at it. I'm okay with that.
Listen, there was a
Get
reason.
Us under control, Harley. Isn't that your job here?
She can't keep me under control.
Yes, I have had a manager. Have you ever had a manager? Have you ever been a manager?
No.
I
got so sad about it. I was like, no, I have not. Yeah. I think once in a lifetime I was thinking about it, but I think now it's just me and Harley are just having too much fun doing the podcast. So it's like that's not something I even think about. I'm having too much fun getting to know the wrestlers one-on-one and like really seeing like, you know, where they want to be and like some of their goals and instead of like talking shit to people in the audience. I could talk shit just sitting in the audience, so why would I?
Interesting. Because the camera's not on you.
Yeah, right. That's the nicest thing.
Oh, you like that?
I don't like the camera.
Yeah, you're not cut out for this. You're right.
I'm cut out for this. I'm just not cut out for like walking in the entranceway and being like, yeah, this is, you know. Mm-hmm.
No, it's scary for sure. I get like that's the most nervous I am every time I like wrestle or have a match. The entrance is the worst part because you have to fill a minute.
Do you have a pre-show like ritual that you do before you even come out of the curtain?
Yeah, I do. I mean, it's not like down to a science, but like you're talking about right before I go through the curtain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do a bunch of push-ups and I do a bunch of squats and then I slap myself like this.
Okay, like he just goes whap.
Yeah, I do that and then I'm like, I pretend like I'm pumped up to go out there, but inside I'm still like, oh my god, okay.
Well, if you ever need help with someone slapping you in the face, I will be more
Okay.
than happy
Well, no,
to
I
tell
don't
you.
because before, oh gosh, I don't remember what match it was, but it was like the biggest match in my career at the time, and I did it like hard, and I got dizzy, and I was like, ooh, not gonna do that again. Yeah. No, but that's like kind of my ritual. Nothing special, but
I love he's like, I do
and I wet my
push-ups and
hair.
squats.
Push-ups and squats, wrestler
He's
workout.
got to make sure that his chest is looking good, or
Yeah,
his butt.
Nah, it's more like my legs.
You're like a typical. You're like a girl. You're like a typical girl. Like, oh, I gotta do like push-ups and squats at the gym because then like I'll look good.
Yeah. Sorry, my goal is to look good out there. My bad, silly me.
Yeah. Sabrina, I think this is the male version of you.
It really is. Like, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know how to take that.
It's a good thing. I
Okay.
think. I don't know. I don't know who's older because that depends on who's really the version of. Because that could be the female version of him. We don't know. But yeah, it's kind of weird to meet like a version of myself. It's really it's weird because like I'm conceited and he's conceited. He just posted an Instagram post like what 5-10 minutes ago.
Nah, it's like an hour ago now, right?
I was just gonna say that maybe a little longer than 5-10 minutes, but
listen, I'm kind of he was like okay, yeah, it was 2 hours ago actually.
There you go.
And it's you holding. Can we just like talk about that picture?
My championship, yes, my 1CW Workhorse Championship, which who did I beat for that? I beat Killian McMurphy for that, one of my favorite opponents.
You know what? I'm so glad that you beat him because I cannot stand him or his manager.
Big Dust, you can't stand Big Dust. I love Killian. Like he's such a great performer. I hope he sees this because like I think he had the double shot that day, and for real, like seriously, I looked up to him and I still do with everything that he does and his work and like the quality of it and how often he's out there. And I really wanted to wrestle him for a long time. And 1CW finally gave me the opportunity to do that. And I was so grateful for it. And super easy. And like, that's one of my favorite matches. And I'm upset that we didn't go longer. And I hope to do it again. But yeah, he's the best. But yeah, he's the worst though. Big Dust sucks. Yeah.
Yeah. I saw him first at Smash Wrestling. And then with, Uncle Masty, and then I saw him at PPW, and Killian outside the ring, great guy. Like he's very genuine, so nice. And I have so much respect for him. However, his manager literally cannot stand. What were we saying that he needed? Like, cause he was like just talking, and we're saying something about tasty cakes.
Yeah, Sabrina was body shaming him too, saying that get this man a tasty cake.
Oh,
damn.
Oh my God.
Exactly. You need to stop body shaming. Have you learned nothing?
No, because I have not like shamed Brian yet. So until I shame Brian, then I'll be done.
You can't shame me. It's okay.
Tasty cakes
are good. Like, come on, let's be real.
Okay, well, Sabrina also doesn't eat anything that's like junk food. So.
Okay.
Exactly.
Harley, come on, what are we doing? Doesn't eat junk food over here.
Yeah, right.
I'm just a healthy person. Is that a problem?
I'm just a healthy person, but
how did we get on Killian?
What's up?
How did we get to Killian?
Oh, because you
Big Dust.
Yeah, because we don't like Big Dust. I don't like Big Dust. I don't like Big Dust at all.
He's great.
But like, I mean, granted, like his commentary with the audience is spot on. I will give him that. Yeah. Like he's very good at like with the witty comebacks. So I'll give him that because when I'm like shit talking to you, like I want that interaction. I want you to be like, come at me because I don't want to feel like it's just me giving you shit and you just looking at me going, your mom sucks. So like I need like that oomph. So like that's why I go after people.
No, I can't.
Not to body shame them.
I can't imagine being a manager because it's like however long the match is, it's almost like a promo for that long. You have to keep talking and keep being entertaining and like, but not take away from what's going on in the ring. Yeah, that must be very, very hard. I have a lot of respect for those guys. Derek Benesh at 1CW is another great manager. John Alba is a great manager. There's a whole bunch of great managers that are just in the Northeast area.
I feel like there's a lot of guy managers and not enough girls. Sorry, the feminist is coming. The feminist is coming out of me.
Hey, bring it out.
I just think that like girls should be managers as well. Like girls can talk shit too.
You're right, and I'm glad that you're finally having a woman on your podcast. Yeah, that's great. that was really great of you to finally do that after how many episodes? Let's bring that feminist out, though, right?
Are you done?
Yeah, it's great. I'm giving you a compliment.
I feel like that wasn't okay. Well, I'm really bad at also giving receiving compliments. So
no, it was really great of you to do that, and I'm excited. I'm gonna tune in.
Damn, Sabrina.
What is happening?
You need to control yourself today.
I need to not be so mean. That's what I need to be. I took my mean pills this morning, so sorry, guys.
Anyways, so back to the Star.
Thank you.
If you have okay, let me rephrase that. Do you think there's going to be a time where you're like, okay, I'm done wrestling, or is it going to be more of like an injury type of thing?
Oh gosh, I hope it's the first one. I hope it's I'm able to say I'm done. That'd be a ideal end to a career. I was just texting my friends about this yesterday because we were watching something and they said, what age do you need to get to where we like have to stop you? And I'm like, 50 maybe? I don't know. Like if I turn 50 and I'm still doing it or I still want to, yeah, tell me to stop. I don't know, something like that. But hopefully it's not an injury. That would stink.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, granted, this like industry is very like you could have an injury and it only lasts a few months. You could have an injury, energy. You could have injury.
Yeah, we got it. Yep.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. That could put you out of your career. So it's like this industry is crazy because like anything could happen at any given time.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I think 50 is a pretty relative age.
I don't know, man. I just look at Edge. I don't know how old Edge is, but he's right around there, right?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah. I think that.
And he's still amazing. You know, he has no reason to stop. So.
Well, Ric Flair was still going too. So.
Yep.
What was that for?
No, yeah, he was. You're right. You're right. Hey, what a show that was. Did you guys watch that? His last match, that whole show?
Harley, would you like to take this one? Did you watch it? Because you know Sabrina in WWE. So
he wasn't on WWE.
No, it wasn't. It was Ric Flair's last match. It was its own show by itself.
Oh, I did not watch that, to be honest.
Oh, come on.
I was going to tell you, it was not on.
Oh, I thought it was on WWE because I watch AEW.
No, it was on Fight TV.
Oh, see, that's why I don't have
like standalone thing. It was fantastic.
I don't have Fight TV either.
You should get Fight TV.
Yeah.
Isn't PPW on Fight TV?
Exactly what I was just
my
Another reason not to have it. I hate watching my facial expressions in those matches. Like, because me and like Harley will like screenshot sometimes. If a wrestler like posts a photo and like we're in the background, she'll screenshot it and like zoom into us. And I'm just like, why was I making that face?
Yeah.
Like, what was happening that current time? But you know, it's all good. We like to embarrass ourselves sometimes.
It's wrestling.
Anyway. All the time.
I just gotta throw it out there. There's a match, and Sabrina probably knows where I'm going with this, but I say it every single time. I do not care who it is. But I want someone to book the match. Anyone against Johnny Moran. You would whoop his ass. Johnny Moran has no potential. I hate Johnny Moran.
Come on.
No.
What's your beef with Johnny Moran? Tell me this story.
His face, his life, he's a bum. He sucks at wrestling.
Wow, you really told her to give it to you, and she's just giving it to you.
I'm looking Johnny Moran up right now.
I've known that man forever, and I hate that man. You know, he just came back.
He looks great.
Oh, no, he's not. No, he's not. He just came back.
I like Johnny Moran.
No. Disgusting.
I will be honest. I know who's watching.
He's a podcaster too.
Yeah, he actually just recently gave it up. That from what I heard.
Oh, did he?
He did.
Poor Johnny.
But
Well,
I will say
follow him on
she.
Instagram, everybody. Johnny Moran. He's great. There he is.
Follow him on all his social medias just to laugh at every single thing he posts.
No, don't. I'm sure he's great. I'd love to wrestle Johnny Moran.
Yeah, Johnny Moran, I think he just needs to call it quits a little bit. Sorry, Johnny, not really.
Just retire.
I will say there is a relatively new wrestler that he just came back from an injury that I know he's watching this because he just shared the DM. Flash Carter. If you look him up on
Flash
Instagram,
Carter.
Yes.
Flash Carter.
Flash Carter. Please. Okay. I think you would be really good to go against him.
I'd love to wrestle anybody wherever. So Flash Carter, if that's you, let's do it.
Well, let's do this.
All right.
And I know he's watching. So he just sent me a screenshot
DDP has
of
him in a diamond cutter here. It's a good post. Hell yeah, Flash Carter. Let's do it.
You heard him, Flash.
He's at nice. All right. Flash Carter. Let's do it.
I had to give him a little shout out because I've known him forever. But let's see. What else? I don't have my questions anymore.
What got you guys into wrestling? I'll take over here. Okay.
Go ahead, Harley.
What got
you answer this first.
Well, I always loved wrestling since I was an itty bitty child. I mean, I still am a child, but an itty bitty child. I used to only watch like WWE, but then my stepdad, he came into my life. He's like, okay, this is what indie wrestling is. And I'm like, ever since that day, I'm like, this is my life.
Nice.
I never miss a show unless like I absolutely have to. And Sabrina knows how bad I will feel if I have to miss a show. I'm like, damn.
I'll be like, she'll be like, I don't know if I can make it. I'm like, girl, you better make it because I can't do this by myself.
What was your first independent wrestling show?
Oh, it was PPW, but it was the one with Booker T. I don't remember what show that was.
That's a good start.
Yes. So, Sabrina,
what's up? Oh, how I got into wrestling. Oh God, I got into wrestling from my dad. He took me to go see. I forget what company it was, but it was Winthrop, the British guy. I call him the British milkman, to be honest with you. And SPF was there, and that's how I met South Philly's Finest. Nice. And Kakoa. And it's like, so there's so many people, and I was 14 at the time, and I remember sitting there going, this is something I'm actually really interested in. And at that time, I mean, I still am, but like at that time I was so much of a girly girl that I was like, this is weird that I'm liking this. And it's not like the most girliest thing. And then I got out of it for a while just because of personal reasons that Harley knows about that I'm not going to share on our podcast. That's for off camera. But, and then I got back into it this year and just fell right back in love with it. And I just don't think I'm ever going to leave now. I think I'm staying to be a wrestling fan.
Nice. That's fascinating that you guys, like, most of your fandom started with independent wrestling. That's really cool. I don't think I've ever heard that before from somebody.
I think at least my reasoning for liking this is so much is like, because we get to know the wrestlers after the show. So like a lot of you guys are like out there getting to know the fans. And it's great because you guys don't make us feel like fans. You guys make us feel like we're your friends. You know, like we're your family. So it's kind of like, well, I don't know. I didn't really talk to you that long. But a lot of them.
No, but you get to like shake our hands. And like if you're buying something, we hand it to you. Like, yeah, that's a whole. Yeah.
And you get a picture with you guys. Yeah. Like it's the picture thing I think is the most sentimental to me because then it's like, if you do make it onto AEW, then I can be like, look, I knew him when. Like. Right. So I think that's why I love independent wrestling more than I like WWE because you go to these like shows and you don't like WWE. You can't shake John Cena's hand. You can't like take a picture with John Cena and talk to him for like a good 10 minutes. Like there's not that personalism to it, I guess. Maybe that's just me. Harley, how do you feel?
There's definitely not that interaction like with the fan and with the wrestler. They're just like, here, I'm just here because I'm getting paid to be here. But I mean, the indies is like, I'm getting paid to be here, but I'm going to be friendly. I'm going to get out there. So that's the difference. But I think
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I at AXW before I came out to you, I was like, it's always new to go to new places and new shows and like go up to a wrestler and be like, good job. So like I was a little nervous to come out to any of you guys because I was like, I don't know you, you guys don't know me. So it's like, good job, buddy. Um so it's a little nerve-wracking to come up to new people for sure.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
nice.
I'm not a big like I don't really love being around a ton of people, like whether it's like a party or whatever. So you can imagine like the first time I had to do that, like at an intermission, I was terrified. What do I say? I always just say like, "You guys enjoying the show? Having fun?" And they're all like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "All right, cool, great, yeah."
Yeah, like it's like what do you say? I think at UCW when we had our first show, people were like, "You're doing great," and like I was just like, "Thank you, appreciate it." Like I was like, I don't know what to
I don't know what
say.
to
Like
say.
it's awkward. I get awkward a lot sometimes. Harley know this because she's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "No, I'm fine. Just keep going. We're good."
No, but like you brought up, Sabrina asked you before about like, do you have like a certain thing that you do before you come out of the curtains? So that's like kind of something me and Sabrina we were doing at our first UCW show. We were like, okay, we're gonna be fine, and then we're like, no, we're not. We're not gonna be fine. We're stressing out. We're like, she told me, she's like, did you eat breakfast? I'm like, no.
I had to make sure she ate breakfast. Like I was like, girl, you have to eat.
10 minutes later, I was like, yeah, I ate.
She ate one bite of her muffin 10 minutes later.
That's bad. Like, that'll do more harm than good.
And like her and I also, well, I did this thing. I showed her, I was like, I was going over my lines to her, like of what I was gonna say for the interview, and I couldn't get this one word right. So I kept writing, I just wrote it in my hand.
What was the word?
I don't remember. Was it Undisputed?
Undisputed. There you go.
Ultimate Jeopardy. No, it was Ultimate Jeopardy. And I was like, thank you, Skylar. You're the number one contender spot for, and I could not like remember this. I was
that's like the name of the match or something.
Yeah, for March.
Okay.
So it was like Ultimate Jeopardy in March. By the way, that's a preview, guys. Hey,
there we go.
I don't know if the date came out yet.
March.
I don't know if it was announced yet, but March 19th, is that what we said?
Gosh.
Yep, no details on it.
Breaking news.
No details, sorry.
March 19th.
You're first. So, but like, no, I had this thing of like writing on my hand, but then I would remember without looking at my hand when I got out there. So it's nerve-wracking getting out there, and then her and I would come back and go, I screwed this up, like this part of the interview up. And like both her and I would like be so hard on ourselves. And like, I don't know if you do that too, or you're very hard on yourself if you have like a bad match or something.
Yeah.
But like I know I'm really bad at that. Like I'm just like, I stuttered. That was bad.
So you guys had to interview people after every match?
Not every
match, but like
most.
Yeah, because like right now they're doing like a tag team like titlement. So like title tournament. So two teams go together, like obviously to come. It's like,
I think I got it.
Competition. Yeah. Thank you. And so we'd be like, hey, like Edge of Hope, you moved on to the next round. The next time you'll be facing this person, the winners of this person and this team. And so that's kind of like what's going on. So we had to like make sure that the audience knew that that team was going to be moving forward. So it was very interesting. I was like, okay, this is something I have never done before. Because when we went there, we didn't know that if we were doing the interviews backstage and just in front of a camera, or if we were doing them in front of everybody. And then when they said it in front of everybody, Harley and I looked at each other. We went,
yeah.
Okay, guess this is happening.
Now we were like, if we mess up, oh well, so be it. There's no reruns.
But a lot of the wrestlers in the back were very supportive of like Harley and I, and like they were giving us like a lot of like, you guys are doing great, like keep going. And like I think that's what calmed at least me down. I don't know, I can't speak for Harley, but like that calmed me down is like the reassurance from people going, you're doing great, like just keep going. Like we get it, it's your first time. But Harley,
that's great. I could never like, I don't think I could. I mean, I probably could, let's be honest, but I'd be super nervous as well. Yeah. Doing a promo in front of a live audience as opposed to like a taped one is a whole different animal for sure.
Exactly.
Do you do a
Especially,
lot
like,
of promos? Are you required to do a lot of promos? I should ask.
the last one I did was at 1CW in January. Yeah, the last show, I guess. When I threw the cruiserweight title in the trash, and I had to do this whole thing about it was not a heel turn, so to speak, but like people didn't really know what to think of me before that. I guess. So I had this whole heel promo and threw the title away, and then made everybody hate me, and it was good. I was happy with it, but I was so nervous, so nervous. There was a few guys there that I knew from the Monster Factory who ride down there with me every time, and yeah, they were all like, "Are you okay? You gonna be good? You all right?" Yeah, but it turned out okay. And then having to do a match right after that, that was crazy. But hopefully, I'll be required to do more of that because want as much screen time as possible.
Of course, because
Why
why not?
Yeah.
I'm supposed to, from the comments, we're supposed to ask about your Wonder Boy logo.
What about my Wonder Boy logo?
I don't know. They just said ask about the
Great
Wonder Boy
logo.
logo.
Do I have mine? I don't have my like trunks anywhere around here. It's a great logo.
He's very
look at my Instagram and stuff. It's can't miss.
Yeah,
it.
but the whole thing of having you on is like you're supposed to have this stuff available. So like, are you unprepared?
I'm wearing my world renowned shirt right now, but it's cold in here. Pro Wrestling Tees, everybody, go get that.
And he's not even showing off his merch.
You know what I should have done? I should have put my social media there instead of my,
Well, good thing you brought up your social media because we usually ask where can people find you on social media.
Are you wrapping me up? Is this you kicking me off?
No, but you said something about your logo. You said something about your your promo or whatever. You said something about your socials. So now people want to know your socials.
At Brian G. Morris, BrianGMorris. Everywhere, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, it's all that handle. So yeah, follow me, buy my stuff, please. That'd be great. You're gonna want to buy it now. It's good. It's about to get real expensive,
So I will be honest with you. I love buying wrestling merch.
Yeah.
But I don't wear it.
That's fine. I'm sure
I'll wear it
a lot of guys don't have a problem with that. If you buy it, that's thanks for supporting independent wrestling.
But like that's the thing. When we have them like on our podcast, usually like if Harley has their shirt or if I have their shirt, like she'll wear it. But like there's been times where I've had their shirts and it's just like they're like, so Sabrina, we know you bought the shirt.
Mm-hmm.
So where is it? And I'm like, well, I wore it to bed last night.
No, I don't get worried about that. I was actually very flattered. The last 2 times I went to 1CW in Delaware, there was a few people with my shirt, and I'd never seen my shirt like in the wild before. Mm-hmm. Like not on somebody that I knew or not at somebody at the Monster Factory because I'm there all the time. But yeah, that was cool. I was like, oh my God, thanks for the shirt. And I was like, no way, I'm supposed to be a bad guy. Sorry. But
could you imagine seeing it like when you're not wrestling and just like at the mall or something?
Oh
and you're
my
like,
God, that'd be crazy. Yeah, I can't even.
I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna like if I see you and I'm wearing your shirt, I'll be like, yeah, I'm wearing your shirt.
Yeah, I'll notice it. Yeah.
Suck it.
Yeah, for sure. Did Harley just get sick of me? Is she just gone?
No, she said give her a sec. She just texted me. She sometimes like if we like have to like go real quick, we'll be like, hold on, and then I'll just take over the show, which is fine because like it's my birthday tomorrow. So
yeah,
which I was kind of like when I did message you, I was like, I don't know if he's actually going to because you're pretty high up there, like in the wrestling industry, like you're gonna be something big one day. So I was like, he's not gonna want to come on this little podcast.
What are you talking about? I'll get any exposure that I can for sure.
I was very honored to have you for not just one birthday, but the other birthday.
That's
like
very
the day
sweet
before my birthday. He just asked if you got sick of him, just so you know.
No, I heard. I was watching it from my phone. I was like,
no. All right. I want to talk about the wrestling memorabilia behind you, Harley. You have a flag there with the PPW championship. Do you have like any belts or anything? action figures, stuff like that?
Yes. Just give it a
Okay,
second.
go ahead.
I have none.
Fascinating.
Let's
I
just
don't
put
know. I
that
mean,
out there.
I have like some, but they're not here. I mean, I have like my
I
championship
know
there.
you
but
look
that's
like
it.
a serial killer just with the light on your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not gonna
silver and
lie.
white.
Not gonna lie, that's what I texted Sabrina. I'm like, this man kind of looks like a serial killer.
Jeez, how nice of you
But
guys.
then after I was like, he's not that bad. He's not that bad.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
He kind of looked like Phil Insane when Phil Insane came onto our podcast and was in like dark corner of his house.
Right. With the pig mask right behind him, and then that's it.
Oh. No, if I had
Scary.
like cool stuff to hang up behind me, I would, but I'm not there yet. You know.
You didn't make it.
I probably should have put this up. Like I probably should have put this somewhere, right?
You could have put it right there. Yeah, that's great. Just
Right here?
right. Yep.
I'm just gonna do this from now.
Well, yeah, actually, that's like a better view than your face.
Oh, good one. There you go.
Damn.
That's funny.
He asked for it, Harley. Did you not hear him before the podcast? He asked for it.
100%.
Okay, so.
But yeah, well, okay. So, like I said, PPW was initially my first wrestling home, and they obviously they switch out titles, they raffle off the old ones. But because I'm such a great fan, they're like, I really love this girl. So when they gave me the old woman's one,
look at that. That's awesome.
I know. I remember the day it happened. I was like, "You guys are lying. Stop lying to me." And then they were like, "No, like legit."
Yeah. That's awesome. I was hoping that when I retired the Cruiserweight title, they would let me keep it. They did not. They immediately unretired it, and they're having a tournament for it March 18th, something? No, March 11th, I think. Yeah. So that was good. Could have had my
your
own
dates together, man.
I just have so many. March 11th. Yeah.
That's
One
supposed
CW,
to be
House
our
in
next.
Delaware. Get tickets.
Yeah, that's supposed to be our next PPW show. So who knows?
Yeah, right. Who knows?
Because they canceled January and February, so who knows if they're actually going to cancel March?
PPW. I was there for a seminar once.
Whose seminar?
D'Lo.
Okay.
Yeah,
I knew a lot of people that came to that one.
That was great. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. But you're not on PPW's roster, so what happened?
I'm not on PPW's roster. I would like to be on PPW's roster. I'd like to be on every roster, everywhere.
I can see you. You're going to probably end up on PPW, Battlefield Pro Wrestling. I just see it. Not gonna lie, because this is our podcast. We say what we want, but
you're the bookers, right? No. Oh.
I love Alpha. Alpha is the nicest human.
He's the best.
He's stealing PPW's roster.
What do you mean?
But that's fine. That's fine with me. I don't know about
meaning half of his students that are on PPW are BPW. So now that he has his own show, it's kind of like
oh right, Battlefield. Yeah.
And they're walking away from PPW in a way. He just announced 2 wrestlers that are gonna be at this month's show is Encore and Casey Navarro. 2 of PPW players.
That'll be great.
I love them. I was like, I am not missing the show. I told my work, I'm like, I'm sorry, not sorry, but I'm taking off that whole weekend.
Wait, when is that?
Hey.
The 26th.
The weekend of your birthday, the one that I put in for work and they just refused to actually say accept or deny?
Yep.
I'll just call off. That's the thing. Sorry, work. I'm going. I gotta go.
I got the flu.
No, somebody else can wipe people's asses.
That's a great place. That's a great facility too. That huge, I guess, arena you could call it, where they actually put on the show with the ring and the entrance and everything like that. And then they have the gym on the other side. It's incredible. When I went there, I was taken aback by how great that place is. I'd love to wrestle there.
I think it's the way that it's lit too for when the shows are, because when PPW is there, it's all the lights are on, so you it's not just the wrestlers, because at AXW it's dark all around and then just the light on the ring.
You don't like that?
I love it. That's the thing. PPW on the other hand, all the lights are on, whereas Battlefield Pro is AXW.
Yeah.
So I just feel that's better because you guys are putting on this show. You guys it's not just they're wrestling. It's they're putting on a show. It's a different environment, I should say.
Yeah, I think
better.
all of these different wrestling companies, like we were saying, they all have like different wrestlers, different styles, different how they do everything. Like me and Sabrina said probably 100 times before, PPWs are like our home. It's where we got into it. But there's times you gotta distance yourself from them and you gotta branch out to new places. And that's what we were doing because, well, Mr. Ruda and Joe Davis took management over PPW and they couldn't manage to put 2 shows on. So we branched out to other places. And now we got AXW, we got Smash.
I will be honest with you, we are like, our second home is really UCW though, because we're signed with them. We're partnered with them.
Signed a contract?
We're partnered with them.
So this is what's fascinating to me. Like, I feel like I have a pretty good grasp on what's going on in New Jersey on the independents and Delaware and Maryland to some extent, but like I had never heard of UCW. I heard of Smash, but yeah, like that's one state over, and it's a whole new world. It's pretty crazy.
They have a lot of different styles. Like I told Sabrina, maybe one day if we get famous like all these other people, like maybe we can actually, like, my goal anyways is to travel. I want to travel everywhere. And just going to another place and seeing, like, let's say I go to freaking United Kingdom and I see wrestling there, I'm like, that's like a goal for me. Like to see a little bit of everywhere, different styles.
Yeah.
I mean, I've thought about like getting into a lot of more like the Jersey and Maryland, because like, I do see a lot of like the wrestlers that we know having shows in Jersey and Maryland and Delaware, and it's like I would love to see like travel. It's just I also don't like traveling alone, and then she's working too, so it's like it's hard.
You got to travel with somebody. Yeah,
exactly. But 2023, we say it to every wrestler now. It's their year. It's our year. We're gonna kick some ass.
I like the positivity.
We're starting out with a bang, man. We got our UCW out of the way. Like we're just cruising through 2023, and I couldn't ask for a better start to it because honestly, so far it's been pretty awesome. Pretty awesome.
What's your?
Sorry.
That's great. That's great. I agree with you. What is your relationship with AXW? Because you guys just went there as fans and now you have a table? Like, how does that work?
So we knew I went because I know Kakoa. We know Kakoa from like forever. And so he was coming back to PA. So originally that was the only reason I was going to AXW. And then I fell in love with the atmosphere of it. Harley, do you have a separate excuse for it?
I do have a separate aspect on that.
I'm sorry.
Sabrina, always at PPW. You can never find her at a PPW show. She's always running around. So I was just there watching the show, and the owner of AXW was like, hey, would you like want to come and have a table? I mean, it would totally be on us. You can come to shows, whatever. I was like, hell yeah. I'm not missing wrestling.
Wow.
So then I was like, okay, because I think the initial plan was to be there in January. And then I was like, I think February, it's our birthdays. Let's just kick it off there. So now we got a table. A little bit nervous.
What are you guys going to be doing at this table? Are you guys going to do like a live podcast? Are you going to be interviewing?
That's the plan.
Okay.
I think we could probably, that's something we actually got to discuss. We haven't, it's only a week.
I'll be honest. It's my fault that we haven't discussed it. I was in Atlantic City this past weekend celebrating my birthday because I worked this weekend. So I was kind of like I was hard to get a hold of this whole weekend. So yeah, that's something we have to discuss yet.
A little bit.
You should do that. You should get somebody from every match after they're done, bring them over, do like 10 minutes or 5 minutes with them, put them over, and then it's a good idea if I do say so myself.
Yeah, no, I think.
Watch, then Brian will win his match, and then we'll be like, Brian, come over here to our table. I know you're just on our podcast.
That's the only reason why I'm saying this. Yes, because I want the entire Golden Era to be over there for sure.
Man.
I mean, I think that with Goldie and That guy. I forgot his name already. It's
Brett
not my
Waters?
fault. Brett.
Wet Brett. Come on. This isn't funny. Wet Brett is going to be very upset when he sees this. That rhymed.
Yeah.
What are you going to send it to him? Because he's not going to know.
Yeah, send it to him. I'll send it to him. I'm going to send it to him. What are you talking about? I'm going to say, look out for Sabrina and Harley there. They don't know who you are.
Do it.
Make them
Do
know.
it.
Let them know.
Let him know. Yep. Not going to say it because I'm just going to mess it up. So I think that we definitely are going to have them just because since we are sponsoring them, we definitely want them on. But
probably a good idea.
I will tell you, like I was trying to get you on the podcast and the next day I was trying to have Goldie, but he is the busiest man.
Goldie's got stuff to do, man.
And I was like, I respect because he's like, I would love to come onto your podcast. It's just like, I'm busy this day, and this day. I'm like, that's fine. Like, we'll get you on eventually.
He's everywhere.
And I was like, that's fine. We already got Brian Morris. And I was like, he's the most important one. So
we're equally important.
Nope.
All three of us.
You are not.
The Golden Era is we're all three of us. We're a cohesive unit. None more important than the other.
I disagree. But we can agree to disagree on that one.
Right.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's whatever. You said you do have merch. Pro Wrestling
I do have merch.
You've put it out there.
Yeah.
Do you have anything other than just t-shirts?
I have 8x10s. I have some 8x10s. Not on there, but if anybody's interested in purchasing an 8x10, you can DM me. Or
yes, if you want a picture of his face.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just want to stare at his face all day or like throw darts at it. Whatever you want.
Whatever you want. As long as you pay for it, it's fine. I don't care what you do with it. It's great. Yeah. If you want an 8x10, if you want a t-shirt, you can burn the t-shirt. I don't care. As long as you give me $25, we have no problem.
Is there any other merch that you would like to come out with? Like hats, joggers, bracelets.
No, nobody buys those, I don't think. Unless you're like the Young Bucks or
Yeah, I was gonna say Harley loves those things, like the stickers. Like we have stickers of us.
The stickers, yes.
And the joggers, but yeah, we'll just skip.
What I will say is I will also plug the Golden Era shop.com. Let me bring that up right now because I believe they have shirts, they have hats, everything. If you want a Golden Era t-shirt, if you want any piece of merchandise, hit them up. You're gonna want one after next Saturday, and we'll also have a table there. So come by.
Did you guys have a table last time?
Stuff. We did not. I
was gonna say because I thought I saw you guys like just in a little group together, and I was like, are they just standing there for the good looks? Like what's happening?
Well, yeah, but no, we didn't. We did not have a table. We will have a table this time. Yeah, the Golden Era shop.com. Go there. T-shirts, a whole bunch of designs for you. They have mugs. I mean, come on. What else do you want? Hoodies.
Not a mug, that's for sure. That's like
you want a Golden Era mug? That's
like an 80-year-old thing. Okay.
Get that from my great grandma.
When you turn on TV, when you turn on TNT or USA or TBS and you see the Golden Era on TV, you're gonna want a fucking Golden Era mug. I can tell you that.
I don't think I will ever get in the mood for a mug. But if I do, I'll make sure to go to the goldenera.com.
Yeah. Goldenera.shop.com.
Shop. My bad.
Yeah,
the goldenera.shop.com.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
But I think that wraps up today's episode. We just want to say thank you so much for coming on. I know Sabrina was she's like, you gotta get this man on. Like there's those few people that she's like, we're getting them, and she was pretty dominant to get you on. So
I'll be honest with you, I don't reach out to a lot of wrestlers to get like Harley. I will give credit to Harley has been doing a lot of our planning, especially in this past few weeks because of the fact that I've just been so busy with my job and other things. So like messaging one to her being, I was like, Brian Morris, February 8th, 7:00. Like we're having him on. She's like, okay, like, and tomorrow, like we told each other for our birthday, the 2 days of our birthday podcasts, that we were going to pick the ones for both days. So you were my top pick for the first day.
I'm very flattered. Yeah. I mean, I'm the obvious choice to have on. Like this podcast isn't, it's not a real wrestling podcast without me on there. But yeah, I appreciate the compliment. Thank you. Thanks for having me. It was a blast.
Yeah.
Can I take up more of your airtime and plug some dates?
Oh, please.
Okay,
By all
perfect.
means.
I was going to anyway. This weekend, this Saturday, Paulsboro, New Jersey, Monster Factory Pro Wrestling. Be there. It's a secret what I'm doing actually. But yeah, I'm there. The rest of World Renown, Nick Batty, Chris Desmond, even the Golden Era is going to be there.
Oh man.
Some great matches. Goldie actually taking on Ring of Honor's Delirious.
Oh wow.
Huh?
Wow.
Anybody?
Huh?
Can't miss that one. Obviously, February 18th, AXW. Golden Era versus, oh God, Idiot, Andy Header, Laszlo,
Yeah.
Ed House. They're going to beat the brakes off those guys.
I didn't
February
see that
24th,
one.
back at the Monster Factory for Factory Friday night, February 24th. And if you want to see some kick-ass women's wrestling, Pro Wrestling R, March 18th, the beautiful, talented, gorgeous Gabby Ortiz defends her championship against Damaris Dawkins. Third match of a trilogy. They've been killing it over there at Pro Wrestling R. So figure that out. Figure out how to get there on March 18th.
Harley, we got some hate in the comments, girl.
You know,
Who's hating?
man.
John, Dad. John, what's up?
He got so excited. Look at his face.
They know. John, they know after this, I guarantee you. Yes, thank you. We are world renowned.
No, you know.
Well, yeah, we know you now. You just, plugged yourself in. It's fine. It's cool.
You better have John on here. Get John on here. Can he join us right now? Yeah. Yeah, catch me at all those dates. I'm all over the place. So
yeah, so if you want a picture, if you want to boo him, if you just,
want to
flip him, right, that's what I was gonna say, then by all means go see this guy at these shows. We will be there at AXW, so if you want to join me in booing him, because I don't know if Harley will be booing him at this point.
Actually, I think it's best if I not. I'd rather not.
We'll see when we get there, because usually her and I change our minds of who we're actually rooting for when the
you guys
time
gotta
comes.
boo us. Come on.
Okay. You insist.
If you insist. But yeah, if you want to come and help us boo them, then by all means, please come to AXW and make sure you stop by at our table. Tell us hi. Stop by, say hi, take a picture with us. I'm pretty sure our pictures with me and Harley will be so much better than the Golden Era's pictures.
It's debatable at best.
Because you have 2 10s right here, so it's kind of like, why would you want to get a picture of the Golden Era?
Or 3 10s, I don't know. I think the first 2 rows are sold out. Am I correct? AXWTix.com. Go get your tickets. Hamburg, Pennsylvania. Historic Hamburg Fieldhouse. Who doesn't want to be there on a Saturday night? That's my question.
Well, hopefully it's not as cold as it was the last time, because when I was standing in that line, I was freezing.
You're right.
Yeah, move it. Well, but we'll be in there before. We won't have to wait in that line.
Yeah.
Remember, Sabrina.
I'm sorry. Okay, it's been a day.
Sabrina has dementia, guys. But I think that's probably where we're gonna end it for today.
Make sure you tune in tomorrow, because 1, it's my birthday, and 2, we are going to be interviewing the one, the only Luca Mancini. Ouch. Sorry, my earphone hurts. So make sure you come and tune that in. Come wish me a happy birthday. If you don't even like Luca, you can just come in and wish me a happy birthday or whatever. But yeah, no. So thank you so much, Brian, for being on our podcast, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.